That is a stunning piece of wood. I would have never thought in a million years that that would have ended up coming out. Don't even see it very well because it's so shiny, the light's reflecting off of it. But I took that bit. So this is the project. I'm calling it my prehistoric bowl, as you can see from the title. The reason being is because it's old, chunky and rough around the edges, just like me. So sticky and horrible. So yes, yeah, nothing else to say really. It's failed. No good. So I'll see you guys next week. Fresh new project, one that works. And take care. Speak to you soon, and bye for now. Good afternoon all, welcome to another Sunday Lunchtime Live, and thank you all for coming over and joining us. Hope you're all well, hope you're all having a great weekend, hope the weather's better there than it is. Well, actually the sun's just got out, but it's been absolutely miserable this morning. So anyway, so welcome to you all, and back to basics as the title says. So I'm just going to turn a basic shape of a bowl, and I'm going to try and concentrate more on the getting it.
You said moron.
More on getting it a good finish on it than the actual finished product, because it's all down to the sanding and the preparation to get a nice shine and nice finish on it. I know some people struggle to get a nice shine on it, so I thought I'd concentrate a little bit of time on that. So I've got on the lathe, I will quickly show you, I have a piece of, I don't know if it's a piece of Aruco or a piece of mahogany. So it looks mahogany to me, to be honest, but I'm not 100% sure. So I always get a nice shine on this sort of stuff. So what I thought I'd do is do a nice curved bowl. I'm putting a mortise in the bottom just for quickness more than anything. And then we're going to concentrate on sanding it right back using the Yorkshire grit to get a nice smooth finish. And then we're going to try and get, by just using the wax, get a nice mirror finish on it. We're going to have to build up a few layers of wax, but hopefully we can get a nice finish on it. So while I am starting shaping this, we will get Nick to welcome you all in. If I can find my safety glasses, I don't know where I put them. And I'll make a start on this. Well, oh, here they are.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you are all well.
There you go, Terry. So it's Sapili.
It's what?
Sapili. Thank you, Terry.
Oh, just a minute. I've got a chair. Oh, it's better. Right. So, good afternoon to Wood Wizardry by Colin. We have Darren J. Callison. Sidri Perpson is in as well. We have Pete from Twisted Tree. Lauren. Brian at Hartwood. Turning. Chris Dodds. Eric Winkler. Terry from TJ Turning is on. Trevor P. Hobby Turner. Mark Gentleman Wood Turner. Hiya, Mark. Joe Senior's on. He's just saying hello because she's off to visit her mum. Hope she's well, Joe. And you too. Michael McEwen is in the chat as well. Paul Heighton, the Greasby Turner, is also on. Woodturning by Barry. Mike Walt.
Hi, Mike.
Robert Dolman is on. JP Woodwork's on.
JP.
We also have Rex B. Trevor Reed. Jay's Cabin. Hi, Jay. So Mark can't chat because he's busy tidying out Kim's garage.
Oh, he what do his own.
I don't know if I said Terry Bartlett from Plymouth Woodturners. He's on as well.
Hi, Terry. How you doing?
Good afternoon and welcome to the chat too. William Kenny, Barry's Wood Creations. Ouch, that's my...
Hi, Barry.
That blinking... You leave it open all the time, Stephen.
What's that?
This vice.
Oh, sorry.
Bang my elbow on it. We also have Robbo Robson's on.
Hi,
You
Robbo.
alright, Robbo? Don't know if I said Trevor Reed. If not, hello, welcome. Neil M is on. The Wood Dude is on as well. Welcome to the chat. YV Woodshed. If I've missed anyone, like I say every week, just go, oi, missus, you missed me. And I'll give you a shout out. Mike said it's just a quick visit, you'll be pleased to hear. What was I going to say? Oh, and William Rose Creates is on as well.
Hi, William.
I think I've got everybody. If I haven't, like I say, just say you miss. Oh, Brian Watkins as well. He's in Costa Blanca, Spain. I think he was on last week.
How the other half live, eh?
Is the weather? What's the weather like there? Is it nice and warm? Anyway, welcome to everybody in the chat. Hope you're all well. Rex has said that that's a beautiful vase on the counter. What is it and when did you do it, please?
The vase?
Yeah, you did it on Friday, didn't you?
Hang on, let me just stop live. If it's this one.
He could see it on the side, I don't know.
This one I did Friday, mate. I did that Friday night. Yeah, Friday evening. So I have a piece of ash. It's got Hampshire sheen, forest. Is it forest green? Yeah, forest green, pear green, and then honey. Then we've got over the top bronze embellish and wax. Don't know if you can really see that. That camera's really. Let me put it on a camera with a bit of light. We'll go for this one here. So you don't even see the embellish and wax in it. It's got like a bronze embellish and wax in it just to enhance the grain. So yeah, it's a nice piece. Considering it turned out with a manky piece of wood, it turned out really nice. Just shame that the wood had a few cracks in it, but
is that the one that is going to a home soon?
Yes, Danny Boy.
Oh, we've got someone on called Roy's the Boy.
Hi, Roy.
Not heard
I think he was in on Friday night, if I remember right. So welcome.
Darren's asked the inevitable question, Stephen.
So,
did you get my flowers?
No, not yet. Haven't been nowhere.
Terry said he thinks you. Terry said, I think Rex means the other one, the other side of the lathe. That must have been when you was wide.
This little one. This little
one. Thin-necked one behind you.
This one. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
He said, no, the one to the left as you turn.
Sorry, let me clean the dust off of it because it's a bit dusty.
Darren, he will get flowers, but he doesn't really go near supermarkets very much. So.
This was turned on a Friday night, I believe, about a month ago. Again, embellish and wax. No, it's not. Intrinsic, forest green, I think pear green, and honey. And I think I put a bit of earth around the bottom. Little bud vase that I did. Yeah, sorry, Rex.
Andy H's for Turning is on, and Roy's the boy said yes, he was in on Friday.
Yep, so thought I recognised the name.
Oh, what are you having for lunch then, Brian? We can't decide what to have for our food. I had some biscuits this morning, but I feel sick now, so I don't eat them. Just found some nice Florence out of stock. Typical.
Alright, so just trim this off a little bit, flatten this out.
Colin said, love it. I bought the book after seeing that. Philip Clement's on. He's in Oz.
Good afternoon, or good morning, whatever it is over there.
Darren said, I can't blame him with all the COVID idiots around. I avoid them as much as I can too. You know what he's waiting for? It's my birthday soon, so he'll buy the flowers and he'll make out that he's bought them for my birthday. So if you do, that's got to be 2 bunches. So he's ignoring us, you see.
I just realised how little you think of me.
Actually, I'd rather you bought food. I'll eat the flowers. You buy edible ones.
Marzipan ones.
Oh, Brian's having scrambled egg on toast. Oh, that'd have been nice on that bread we got, wouldn't it, mate?
Yeah.
Doug Miller would spin around is on.
Hi, Doug, how you doing? Right, so
Lawrence, I would really know how to pronounce your surname.
Right, so we've got a rough shape. Let's just check it.
I don't know if I said this, gentlemen, but Trevor P. Hobby Turner's on. If I didn't, welcome. If I did, welcome again.
So we've just got a gradual curve in there. Just going to run a light gouge over the top of that just to get rid of some of the a little bit of a tool mark in there. So
Darren went, oh, that's just tight. He is tight, I tell you.
I'm not tight.
He squeaks when he walks.
Jesus.
Mike's got to go. Enjoy the rest of the demo. All cheers.
See you later,
Thanks
Mike.
for popping over, Mike. Oh no, I don't know about that, Colin. He said with grated cheese on top of scrambled egg. Not sure about that. Benjamin's on. Hope you're going to behave yourself, boy.
Hi, Ben. Right, so nicely sand, nice. No tool marks in there now, or no ridges from the tool. So we'll sand that up. I should have put a turn smock on, really. So we're going to sand that from 120 up to 240. So extraction on.
The boy said he went to a boot sale today, and he found 2 chisels, old chisels. One is a Stormont and a Sorby, both very small skews.
Oh, nice. Are you in the UK or are you in America, Roy?
And then he put, I think they are. He's not answered yet, but when he does, I'll let you know what he says.
We're just going to spend a bit of time sanding this up because it's the preparation of sanding that gives you a good finish. Make sure we get in the mortars.
Do you know what, Brian? I was setting him up before. He's put, hey, Nikki, I have my link done for tomorrow's live, so you don't have to look for it today. I was looking for it, and I said to Steve, Brian hadn't done it. I was getting him ready. I was trying to be ahead of myself. He's in Cambridgeshire. You're not far from us then, Roy.
Oh, no, you're King's Lynn we are, Roy.
We're sort of, well, we're in the middle of King's Lynn and Wisbeach, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're sort of a bit closer to, I think we're a bit closer to King's Lynn, but not much, are we?
I believe we're about 6.5 miles centre of Kings Lynn, and about
7.
6. Yeah,
About 7,
well,
isn't it, to Wisbeach?
yeah, I suppose there isn't a lot of difference in it. Spit, I suppose.
Well, don't spit. That's not nice, darling.
Right, so.
You've been brought up better than that.
But have I?
By me, you have.
All right. Right, so like I said, we're going to sand this up to 240. So we start at 120, 180, and then we'll do 240. I used to just go from 120 to 240, but I found that I used to get a few little scratch marks in it. So I started doing the 180, and I seem to get a better finish. So it may, it's down to the individual, but I'm trying to keep that nice sharp corner on the bottom there.
Shan't be having that one.
So that's 180, last one, 240.
Oh my God, Roy is in Chatteris.
Oh, that's about 25 minutes from us.
That's not far from Barry as well, isn't it?
Barry's Wood Creations in Wisbech.
Wow, Roy, can't believe that. So where did you go to the boot sale then, Roy?
Because we've been looking for boot sales for
Yeah,
ages.
I know. You like to have a look around, don't you, sometimes?
Yeah.
Heard Darren put, so Ben, was today the Macca's day or the off Macca's day? Do you know what? I was tempted to ring you and say, oh, just grab me a bacon and egg McMuffin. I could have really bet one of them this morning. I thought, no, behave yourself.
Behave yourself.
Behave yourself. After the dinner we had yesterday, oh my God, that was amazing.
That was very nice meal.
We went to Friends for tea, and there was 8 of us. The meal would have probably fed 12
14.
of us because there was loads.
I was struggling to force the last couple of forkfuls down.
It was amazing. We're very lucky. So no roast for us today because we had it yesterday.
It was well cooked, well presented. It was beautiful, very nice. Right, so that's sanded up to 240.
Roy's put, oh, Skylarks. Yes, I know where that is. That's on the way to Peterborough, isn't it? Is it?
Yeah, Skylark. Yeah, that's that.
That's near that maze, isn't it? Skylarks maze.
Yeah.
Is that near there, Roy? Sorry, he's asking him loads of questions, bless him.
Right, so
Ben's having a pink lady apple. Yeah, your favourite, isn't they, mate? Pink lady apples. They're so expensive. So he's not always worth it. So when he don't buy me flowers, he's got to be nice to me today because he wants a haircut after this. So.
Dun dun dun! I could be bald.
He did burn me yesterday. Poured boiling.
Oh, here we go. I didn't burn you. Keep on.
He knocked a cup of hot coffee over my arm.
Jesus.
So I'm being abused. I'm going to put it out there. I'm being abused.
You will be abused if you keep on, love.
So I've threatened him that I'm going to put a number 1 on and give him a 1 all over the top. Whoops, wrong one. Only thing is they're colour coded, so I think he'll know.
I've got a tool mark in there, but I'm going to turn that rim off there. So good couple of coats of sand and sealer.
Barry's just put Roy, you're just up the road from me. Wow, what a small world.
We'll have to do a get together, Roy, between me, you, and Barry.
Yeah. Barry wanted to come and see your workshop anyway, didn't he?
Yeah, they're quite welcome to come here.
Now you've done it.
Then you can see what abuse I have to go through. That's not all one-sided.
It is. It is. He's horrible. He threw a remote at my head one day as well. Just abuse I get all the time. Just feel sorry for me.
Oh, my heart bleeds.
That will do if you keep on. Stab me.
Right. I'm going to give this.
I need someone to look after me. Roy said, like I said the other day, I'm new to this and only had one go at Turner. Skylarks is in between Chatteris and March. Oh, right. But he said, yeah, that'd be good.
Okay.
Yeah, vote what you want, Steve. Skinhead, Mohawk, Sonic. Darren said you can have a Mohawk.
Right, so we're going to let that dry. Just burnish it off with some shavings. And like I said, I'm going to...
That'd be good for Roy then if he's
Oh,
new
no.
to it. What?
My lathes died. What's going on? It stopped.
Oh, Stephen.
I thought we got rid of all these problems. They don't like its new location. That's what it is.
So yeah, you'll have to oh, Steve, that's
just
playing up again.
That's just tripped out again.
Barry said, "Great idea, Nikki. Would be good to get together." Yeah, especially like I say, if Roy's new to it, it's nice for him to
Learn how not to do it.
see people. That's not going again, is it? Stopped.
Let's just keep tripping out every time. Let me unplug it.
It's the faulty electrics, I should think.
There's nothing wrong with the electrics, love.
Oh, shit! You didn't hear me. I won't talk to you. Just can't get this stuff.
We'll give it a few seconds.
You have to turn it yourself. Just stand there and keep spinning it.
There you go. I still think that inverter is faulty. Right.
Benjamin said, "I will give you go faster stripes." Yeah, but you need to get it sorted while still under warranty, mate. Don't you?
Yes, I need to ring Record Power and have a word with them.
I was thinking of a zigzag in the back. We'll put my initials in it. Dad's on.
Hi, Dad. He'll stand up for me. He knows that I get physically and mentally abused at home.
No, you don't.
He knows what you're really like.
No, you don't.
Right, so I'm going to give it another coat of sand and sealer. Because like I say, I really want to seal this up because I really want a good finish on this.
Well, I think you've upset my daughter because she didn't text me back. So.
Well, it's not my fault. She told me to fill her car up. I filled it up. She's having a nice time. That's why she didn't text you back.
Well, they was playing crazy golf, so.
Oh, well, there you go then.
Darren said try a different socket.
That's not the socket. That's the inverter inside. I'm sure it's the inverter inside because these record power lathes have got an inverter inside to convert to confuse the motor that is three phase, and I think it's the inverter inside that keeps tripping out every now and again. But I'll get all the record power while I send the warranty. And just last time they had it back, they reckon they couldn't find nothing wrong with it. But we'll see. Right, so that's our 2 good coats now. So we'll burnish that off again.
Neil M said his does that occasionally too. He thinks it's the stop switch.
Well, no, because it tried to go and it just, you could hear a click inside the box, like the inverter's tripped out. Right.
Roy said, sounds like you enjoy being abused, SKkrafts.
Oh, always. Right, so I'm using Yorkshire Grit Original. Can you see that? Yeah, Yorkshire Grit Original.
So Darren says, Steve, you need to buy Nikki more flowers. How else are you going to get a new lathe? He's not having a new lathe. Brian said, sorry, Steve, we are not believing your sob story. Nikki's always nice to you, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Benjamin said, nothing more frustrating than an intermittent fault. Yeah, that's what Steve is. He's an intermittent fault permanently, he is. Ain't you, mate?
I am.
You're my little intermittent fault.
Right, so let's get this buffed up. So about 500 RPM. Working the grit. Let the grit do the work. You don't need to put no major pressure onto it. And this should take us up to about 1,000 grit. So I want to try and keep a sharp corner on this bottom, just to give me a definition line. As you can see, all the wood's being collected, all the shavings or all the dust that's coming off your piece is being collected in the grit. You can work it in. Spend 2 or 3 minutes just working in the grit. Like I say, you don't need no major pressure. Let all the grit do the work. You don't need to be pushing hard on it. And you'll hear as the abrasive bits in the paste are cutting down or breaking down, you'll hear the noise, the sound change. Oh, the sound change in the tone of the grit. And the more time you spend on working the grit in, the better the finish you'll get. So we're just going to speed up a little bit just so we can get the last bit of goodness out of the grit to bring it down to our final, hopefully around about 1,000 grit. Give us a nice sheen. As you can see, that's the advantage of Yorkshire grit. All the dust and dirt is being held in the tissue.
Right.
So,
go on, carry on.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn my tissue, clean bit of tissue, and then we now need to just work over to work off the last of the grit and then collect any of the excess wax that's laid on our piece.
Does the tissue break up or not?
No, shouldn't break up. If the tissue breaks up, you haven't got enough grit on and you're pushing too hard.
Not Yorkshire grit. You're talking about Yorkshire grit?
Yeah.
Yorkshire grit.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying it enough times? Yorkshire grit. Use Yorkshire grit. It's the abrasive paste.
Woodturning is abrasive paste.
I bet he's not even on. We said it. Yorkshire grit, Yorkshire grit, Yorkshire grit. I've clicked my heels 3 times, and where is he? Nowhere to be seen. Right. So Trevor Reed's got a question. He said, "Steve, do you thin your sealer? It looks very runny."
Yes, I thin my sand and sealer. I use 2 different types. I use Hampshire Sheen's pre-thinned, which obviously I don't touch because it's pre-thinned. And then I use Chestnut Products cellulose sand and sealer, which I dilute 60-40. 60% sand and sealer, 40% cellulose sand and cellulose thinners.
Can you believe our sunshine out there now?
Yeah, won't surprise me. Right, so we're now we're rubbing this tissue over here until we got no trace of the Yorkshire grit coming off when we take our tissue off. As you can see, we've just got a little bit there. So we're just going to clean a bit. We want all that beeswax or wax off the piece before we move on to the next stage.
Amy's on. Hi, Amy.
Hi, Amy.
Oh,
Hope you're
God.
well.
Love Angel
Hi, Donna.
is in Malta. Circular Wood by Keith's on. Hi, all
Keith.
listening and sort of watching. Busy in the workshop.
Hi, Keith. How you doing, mate?
Um,
That's right. So our
and I
tissue's
was
clean now.
looking. It was just that you was chatting, so I would
Right.
keep getting. Keeps telling me. Darren said, "Now saying Yorkshire get 3 times does not summon Glinlaw." I did click my heels as well. Benjamin said, "What's the difference between Yorkshire grit and Yorkshire grit?"
Yorkshire grit. It's longer. It's in a bigger tub. So I've sanded that now with the Yorkshire grit original. Obviously, you can see we've got a bit of a sheen there. And nice chatoyance in there. Look at that.
Chatoyance. Yeah, you make me laugh.
Chatoyance.
Spell
Anyway.
it. Spell it.
Chatoyance.
Siri, how do you spell chatoyance?
Yeah. So what I'm going to do now is, you've set my phone off now in my pocket.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go over that with a microfine. Microfine, I know a lot of people say you use it on resin, but you can still use it on the harder woods as well. And this should take us up to around about a 2,000 grit, which will hopefully give us a better base for a nice shine.
Roy's got beehives.
Has he?
Yeah, he says he makes his own beeswax as he's got beehives. Oh my god.
Nice.
You need to go to need to go see the bee.
Has he named them all? Right, so same use original, microfine exactly the same way as you use the original. Gently work in, spending your time on it. No major pressure, let all the grit do the work. So we're just going to work this in, spend a couple of 3 minutes working it in. Then hopefully the better the base we can get, the smoother the finish, the better with the finish we can get on our wax, on our final finish, sorry. Like we always tell people, Yorkshire grit is an abrasive paste. It's not a finishing paste or a finished product. You need to put a wax or a oil or something over the top of it because to seal it, to protect it. And like we say, Yorkshire grit is just an abrasive paste. It's not a final finish.
Alf Key's on. He said, "Hi Nikki, not chopping carrots today. I am going to. I've got them here, but I've just been sort of watching the chat and searching the web and just looking for things."
So just going to now buff that out to remove all the excess. Did you put the links in for the guys?
No, not yet. I was just waiting a bit because it's
Okay.
been on going half an hour, so I thought I'd just hold off a bit.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Not heard of this person before. TM's Turnings.
That is, I think TM's. Yeah, that's
No,
Sean. Yeah, it's Sean.
TM's.
How you doing, mate? It's from America.
Oh, right. Okay. I was going to ask where he's from. Roy said, "What's Yorkshire grit made from?" It has got it on the tin, hasn't it?
Yeah, the actual ingredients is on the tin. I'll let the wife read it.
Thanks. Only because you ain't got your glasses.
No, I think it's there.
Right, it says a hand-blended mix of mineral oil, lemon oil, beeswax, rotten stone, and pumice, designed to give you your wood turning the perfect foundation for finish. What's the other one though? The white one.
Here, microphone here.
So this is that's the abrasive one.
Oh, I don't know if you'll read that one. It's a bit faded.
And the microfine abrasive paste says the same. But it's a hand-blended mix of mineral oil, beeswax, and microfine abrasive powders designed to leave a highly polished surface on resins, hybrids, and wood. Now, which one was it you used to clean the light?
Microphone.
Yeah, Steve had done a video, Roy, of using Yorkshire grit to clean the lights in one of our trucks.
Right,
Canada.
Sean.
From?
Yeah, Sean.
Yeah, not
Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry.
Right, so I'm going to put Yorkshire. No, I'm not. I'm going to put Hampshire Sheen high gloss wax over the top of this. You don't need loads. Less is more. You're better off putting several thin coats over than putting one big thick coat over. The more coats you put on, the higher or the deeper the shine you will achieve. So we're just going to work this in.
Darren said Steve couldn't pronounce half the ingredients, so passed it over Nick. It's not pronouncing it, he couldn't read it because they're so small.
Yeah, he got my glasses.
Chris Dodd said 11 herbs and spices like KFC.
Yeah. So we're going to get a clean tissue and exactly the same as the grit, minimal pressure to buff this up. And that's, I'm going to put a couple of free coats over it just to give us our, keep hold of the tissue though, just to build up our shine.
Benjamin said, like with holy water, Joe has to sing over the paste to make it proper.
So that's our third coat. As you can see, we've already got a nice shine coming on there. We're going to put a second coat on. if you want to see if you want to have a bit more instruction on how to use the Hampshire Sheen products, if you go over to the Hampshire Sheen website, Martin has done instructional videos for every single product that he sells. So there's no excuse not knowing how to use them correctly. So I'm going to get another bit of tissue, just buff
Well, he
this
said
up.
what speed you're doing that at, Steve?
Right, I'm polishing this off at around about about 900 RPM, mate. But like I say,
said that looks nice.
who? Sorry.
TRMs.
Hey, mate. But like I say, you don't need to apply any pressure, because the more pressure you apply to it, you're just burning off the resin. I mean, the wax. So what you're trying to do is build up those layers, but not dragging off the layers underneath it. So I must probably give this 3 or 4 coats.
Okay, so I'm now putting the link in for Brian at Woodturning's live for tomorrow night. He's on at 8 o'clock. Also, you've got Terry. Surprise, surprise, he's not on holiday. You go careful, Terry, because that's 3 weeks in a row. You know, don't go hurting yourself, will you? So this is Terry's. He's on tomorrow, I believe, at 1 o'clock. And then we also have Mark the Gentleman Woodturner is on to. Where can Brian and Mark's on?
Not tomorrow night.
They are? No, when's that one on? Oh no. Brian's on tomorrow. Mark's is on the 18th.
So that's a week Monday.
He's got his link in there already.
He's keen, isn't he?
Yeah. I'll put it in anyway, but that's not until the 18th, so. Andy H said Martin's teaching session on finishes yesterday was brilliant.
Yeah, it was. Well, I didn't get. I wish I'd have signed up to it, but I had to go and look at a job yesterday, so I didn't get a chance to get on that.
Terry said you'll be pleased to know I'll be on next week, on the week after as well. Woo! You need to go careful, Terry. I'm getting a bit worried now. You need to look after yourself, mate. Benjamin said if you looked up part-time in the dictionary, you'd see a picture of Terry.
Right, so that's the 3rd coat. One more coat. Like I say, you can spend a bit more time putting more coats on, but I'm only going to go do 4. I'm going to leave this one a little bit longer just to tack off a little bit.
Mark Stroughton's on.
Hi, Mark. How you doing?
Roy said he's got a few tabs open now, long. Darren said, Terry, you need to go see a doctor, mate. I think something's wrong. I really think you need a holiday. Brian said Mark's just showing off his planning and preparation. Pity he can't clean his workshop. Oh no, Amy's in lockdown again.
Oh no.
But I need out of this lockdown. Oh. We can't believe how ill everyone is getting with colds and it's just horrendous.
There's a lot of bugs going around.
A lot of bugs. It's just, I had a cold for about 2 weeks now. It has cleared up a lot more, but so much so I had to come. I'm quite a bit of a trooper. I'm not a. I've been to work feeling rough as, but my body was just telling me I needed to be resting. I don't think I've ever had a cold. It's got to be a man flu, but I've never felt like that. Never. Robbo's in lockdown as well.
I thought Australia were opening their borders soon because they were so clear.
My niece has caught COVID. I think she's caught that from school.
Right, so last bit of buffing before we move on to the inside.
Copper owl Woodturning's on.
Hi, mate. How you doing? Right, so there you go. There's a shine just from using high gloss Hampshire sheen wax. Let's put it on overhead camera. So as you can see, you can get a really. I mean, you can see the reflection of the light up there through that. It's really nice shine on it. Obviously, if you want to go even bigger, you could go more coats. But it just proves how good a shine you can get with just the wax. So let's flip that.
Robbo said, not again. Still, it's still. We hold the record for the longest lockdown period of any city.
Blimey.
You've got a Dave Gatton on. He's in Atlanta. Welcome.
Hi, Dave.
Darren said, yet due to everyone wearing masks and washing hands the last year, this is the first in decades I haven't. I missed. Oh, the chat's gone. I haven't had the flu. That's got a bit of just. Barry said he's had his cold for 3 weeks now. Nicky is still suffering.
There's a lot of it about, unfortunately. Right, so let's change camera. Let's get on with the inside.
Gav Cedar Woodworks on. He said, good afternoon all. Can't chat as just saying hi and hope everyone's well.
Hi, Gav.
Benjamin said, yes, it's quite worrying. They say that man flu could potentially be up to 20% more severe in the coming years. And that's going to be what the killer is, I think, the flu. Roy said, oh, Steve, I like your camera system. You'll have to come over, Roy. Definitely. He's took a long time to get his setup the way he wants it. He's still he's not ever happy with it. He's always changing things. He'll go somewhere, see something else someone else has done, and went, oh, I like that idea. So it's true though, isn't it, mate?
It is, but it's all about
improving, isn't it?
Improving, yeah.
Steve's, he likes things to be right. So he's a bit of a perfectionist. Well, in that respect, that you like everything to run smoothly, don't you?
Yeah, I get frustrated if things don't work properly. Right, just a little bit more because it's just got a little tiny tool mark in there still. So,
can you tell Roy what lathe you've got?
What stave?
Lathe.
Oh, right. It's the Record Power CL4, mate. They don't make it no more. I don't know if they do actually. Is it on the? I don't know if it's still on the website or not. But I think the Herald took the place of it.
So they've gone from numbers to names.
Yeah, well, the Herald's a bit more the same sort of cut size, but it's a bit more compact, I think.
Has it got reverse?
Yes.
Trevor said, lovely finish, looks shiny, nearly as good as lacquer.
Hey, Trevor. Yeah, it's nice to know.
As good as lacquer, if not better.
Well, it's quicker because obviously lacquer, you'd have to build up the coats, and then the dry time in between them is the issue.
Brian said, no, he didn't. That's correct. Brian's got his flu injection on Monday. I'm going to go book mine, I think. Steve don't want it, but I think I am. Brian Watkins has got a question. What wax product did you use, Steve?
Right, the wax product I used was the Hampshire Sheen High Gloss wax. Food and toy safe, so we know it's food safe, so there won't be a problem when using it on bowls. They also, Martin also does the microcrystalline one as well, which again is food and toy safe. This is better if it's going to be a piece that's handled. It doesn't leave fingerprints like the Hampshire Sheen High Gloss does. So if you're going to have something in a bowl that's or something that's going to be handled quite a bit, then I would go for the microcrystalline. But if it's a decorative piece, then the High Gloss. But there are other brands out there as well.
Oh, wow.
But they're the ones. They are my go-tos. I do use the chestnut, but the Hampshire Sheen are my go-to.
Terry's got his flu jab next Saturday. Colin had his on Friday. He's got a sore arm. Darren said, I hear carrots. Yeah, you do. Colin from Wood Wizardry said, lovely, lovely shine, matey.
Thank you very much.
Brian said, don't mention reverse. Robbo said, good one, Nikki. Oh, Andy H has got his third COVID jab on Tuesday.
Booster.
What?
Oops. The booster.
Yeah. Roy had his jab last week, yeah. My parents have got their booster booked as well, so. I don't know when they'll get to our age, do you?
Oh, well, they did say that some people might not need the third one.
If it makes me feel like the other two did. Can't be doing with that. That's why I'm a bit worried about when I have the flu jab, because it might make me ill, so I might try and book it for near half term, I think. So if I am ill, I'm off anyway.
Right, so I'm not going to go major thin on this bowl. Don't need to.
I can't believe the sun's shining. Doesn't that wash them? Put it on tumble dry now.
Oh.
Colin's waiting to hear about his booster as well.
Just check that. So I want it fairly equal all the way through. Just want a little bit more out of that wall.
Copper Owl said no funnels.
No, we don't want funnels.
Roy said it's nice and sunny there. Benjamin said we're due to go back to work in December. Not looking forward to going back to the office with hundreds of people all sharing the same floor. Bugs go around like wildfire. Do you have to go back then, Benjamin? My daughter had worked from home through lockdown, and her company are quite happy for her to carry on working from home. So, Amy said we had sunshine today, which was nice. The kids rode their bikes most of the day. Woodturning by Barry's off because his dinner's calling. Enjoy your lunch, mate. Andy H said, what timber is it?
Well, I thought it was a piece of mahogany, but Terry from TJ Chernin said it looked like a piece of sapele. Let me put the extractor on because I can't.
Colin said to Ben, wear a mask, mate. It's safe. Better to be safe than sorry. I wear one at work and in the shops. It's not worth it. I find it hard wearing one at work. I work in a school, so it's really hard to. Oh, TJ said Seapool. Is it Seapool?
Yeah.
Alf Key said had the virus 3 weeks ago when Derbyshire kids went back to school. Been double jabbed, so only felt crook for 4 days. Then start to feel better. I might not have to have the booster. Right.
It's down to how you feel about your safety. That's what it's all down to. I mean, my attitude is if you still want to wear a mask, then wear a mask. I wear a mask when I go in the shops.
Yeah, I do, even if it's a little shop. But I can't wear one at work.
It's got a little bit of spray. I'm just going to use the negative rate scraper just to clean that base up in there.
Terry's asked Amy if she's allowed out or are the Gestapo police hounding you?
So I don't very often use a scraper, but that's a bit tight in the bottom there. So that's bouncing a little bit as I bring the... I know I've got the other end of the gouge, but... just as easy with a scraper, to be honest. Because it's a hard wood, that you won't get a lot of tear out on it.
Benjamin, they're trying to set up a system where we work half time in the office and half time at home, but I think we'll be required to be in the office at least 2 days a week. Well, that's not too bad. Amy, only allowed out for shop and exercise essential work. Yeah, Colin said with Deb's health problems and being a carer, he has to be doubly careful. Yeah, I am around my parents. We sort of go out for coffee because obviously it's a bigger space. We're not confined to a room or whatever. So that's nice to be out instead of stuck inside. Brian said, so do I, Steve. Always wear a mask in enclosed public places. It's not over yet. No, it's not.
Right.
And I don't think it's going to be.
And I think because the government made it that you have to use your own common sense, some people still think that they haven't got a, well, they haven't got to wear one. But to me, it's common sense that you're protecting yourself and others. But unfortunately, some people haven't got that common sense. Right. So that's the inside finished. Like so I just cleaned the bottom of that with a negative rake scraper. Being a hardwood, there's a little bit you can feel a little bit of, not tear out, but just where the grain's been pulled up a little bit. Well, I suppose that is what you call tear out. Got rid of the tool lines. I had a little bit of chattering in the bottom there. So we're going to sand that up now. So we will sand from 120 again up to our 240. Actually, I'm going to use the drill to do those because I always seem to get a bit better finish on the inside with a drill. If I can find the drill.
Pick a drill. Any drill. There's one here. Jokes.
All right, so we will take. Ooh, don't drop that, Steve. So 120 up to 240.
Alf Key said, sign printed on a mirror. This person is responsible for your safety. Exactly. Yeah. Colin said there are over 2,260 active cases in his area.
Yeah. All right, so that's 120. $180. Just round that little corner off there. So we've got to get rid of that sharp corner on the top there. Finally, 240. So that's up to 240. So now we've got to go through the process of sand and sealing it and polishing it back up. Right, so
Chris Dodd said, you know, a lot of people look better with a mask on. I'm just saying.
right, so sand and sealer, a couple of generous coats on the inside, give it a good seal. You can clean this out with methylated spirits before you sand and seal it, just to clean the grain out. But I've run out, so I can't do that.
Robbo said, I miss seeing people's smiles. It's funny how people smile with masks on.
I don't. I'm a miserable git.
You are a miserable git, you're right.
You know, do I have to go to the shops? Do I have to get out the car? All right, last coat. So I'm going to let that dry a little bit. Now, another way you can burnish this, or you don't have to denib it, to be honest, because obviously you're going over with Yorkshire grit, but the way you can denib it is using a Scotch-Brite. Obviously, we used shavings before, but you can use a Scotch-Brite. These are from Chestnut Products. I think they're about 600 grit, something like that. But all that does is just get rid of that little bit of lifted grain that obviously was in there when we put the sand and sealer on. So that will get rid of that. But like I say, if you're using Yorkshire grit, you don't really need it. But if you're not using Yorkshire grit, then obviously that will just take that back to a fairly smooth finish. Can I have my Yorkshire grit back, please?
Nope. Which one? Can you reach? Can you reach? Can you reach?
Thank you for your assistance. So again,
that's all right.
so again, original to start with. Nice generous coat.
Oh, poor Terry's got to go shopping after the live.
Is that because you don't want to?
Oh, Darren said, I told a young lady at the bakery I could still tell she was smiling. She smiles with her eyes. That's how I know it's genuine. She was chuffed. Chris said his granddaughter says that people smile with their eyes.
So again, spend a bit of time just buffing this up.
Give it a buff.
Not buffing it up. Cutting it back, sanding it back, whatever you want to call it, with the Yorkshire grit. So let the grit do the work. I can't stress enough, the better the finish you get on your sanding and preparation work, the better the finish you'll get on your piece.
Terry said, correct, Steve. Ben said, stop flirting with the bakery staff, Darren. And Colin with Wizardry said, love that knot in the bottom, looks like an eye.
Right, so just going to buff that out, get a clean bit of tissue. I should get shares in tissue, really, shouldn't I? Just going to buff this out until our tissue's clean.
Terry said, what not, Colin? The one on his sticker. Let's not start that.
So now we'll do the microfine.
Did you hear me?
Yes, I heard
Well,
you.
don't ignore me.
Sorry, okay, yeah, okay. Thanks, Terry. So a nice coat of microfine. Work it in.
Roy said looking good. Amy says looks awesome, Steve.
Right, if you keep hold of the tissue, Steve. This will look a bit more shiny because it's concaved. Concaved even, not concaved, concaved. So it should look more of a shine on the inside.
Oh, Jim's up. Oh, excuse me. Oh, someone's snoring last night.
I know, is it tiring? Tell Casey to shut up. Right, so just need a clean bit of tissue to buff that up.
Jimbo's on. Hi, Jimbo.
Hi,
Did you have a
Jimbo.
good holiday, mate? Brian said, "Oh, is there a knot on Steve's sticker then? I never noticed."
Just is Jim, is Kirsty with you? Or is she out? Right, so that's the microfine, all sanded up, all pushed up, all cleaned out. So
Roy put,
now
he's busy, Nikki. You know us men can't multitask. No, he definitely cannot multitask.
So now we're going to go with the Hampshire sheen again, high gloss. Get rid of that tissue, don't need that no more. Put that in the bin, the bin's overflowing. I'm going to have to sack the maid. So, going to give us a nice
He
coat
said, "Yeah,
of...
Kirsty's there."
Right, hang on a second, I've got something to show her.
Oh no, Stephen, that's live, mate. You can't do that.
I know, but that's X-rated, we'll be alright. I'm just going to go over that edge a little, just go over that edge a little tiny bit because obviously we've just done the Yorkshire grit over that little tiny bit. So let that set for a second. Right, where is that? There it is. There you go, Kirsty. There's your new pen. All done for you. Keep you quiet.
Well, that's nice.
Right, so
It's all pink and shiny, Kirst.
just gently buff this off. And like we're going to do like we did the outside, we're just going to gently build up those layers to get a nice shine on the inside. So that's one. Second coat. Work it well in. Just gently buff that up again.
Alf said, big rolls of tissues from Lidl, a sheet cut into 4.
Yeah, I normally get them from, where do we normally get them from? Where's that? Not B&M. Is it B&M we normally go? Yeah. I normally buy 6 rolls for about £3, I think it is, something like that. Or one, is it £1.99 or £2.99? One or two. Triple ply, which is good enough for what I use it for. So just gently buff that one out again. Right, so third coat. And you'll find them.
Did she see the pen, Jim?
You'll find the more coats you put over, the more it takes to rub in, because obviously you're building that layer up. Get a clean bit of tissue. Right, so just gently buff this up. As you can see, you get like I don't know if you can see that, but it's like a mirror finish coming on the inside of it now.
Oh no, my headphones just said battery low. Do I need to plug in?
You should. What's the time?
My plug's not in here.
Is it not? There's one in there on the bench.
Wait a minute, what's this one? Just a minute.
Should be an orange one.
Oh, it's up here. Orange?
Yeah. Right, so that's our third coat. I'll give it one more coat to match the outside. Just do that rim again. So that's our final coat. Just give it a few minutes to dry off a little bit.
How do I know it's charging?
Well, if it's plugged in the socket, then
Red light's on.
yeah, should be fine.
Right. Kirsty, thank you, Steve. She's so pretty. I shall cross your palm with silver next time we see you. Yep, she's seen it. She love it.
Good.
Hi, Kirst. Roy said that's a big workshop compared to mine. It's quite funny, Roy, because people come round and like if Steve's selling something, and they'll knock on the door and I'll say, "Oh, he is in there," and they say, "Well, I did shout," and I say, "But you need to keep going." You have to go through the garage and a little bit of workshop and another bit of workshop. I said, "He is down the back there. You will find him." Like I said, Roy, private message Steve and sort a date, and you can come round and have a nosy.
Right, so just
Yeah, that is a food safe polish, isn't it?
what's that?
Roy said, "Is that food safe polish?"
Yep, the Hampshire Sheen microcrystalline and high gloss are both food and toy safe. So yes, they are. Just gently buff that off. Like I say, don't need no major pressure. We don't need any pressure here. Just let the tissue do the work. Push too hard, you're just going to burn off the wax that you've just applied. And like I said on before, if you want more of a shine on it, you can add more layers to give you a better shine. But they're just 4 coats, top and bottom.
That Benjamin said, "Nikki, what do you think of Steve getting the skkrafts logo as a giant tattoo on his back?"
I have got it on my back.
Yeah, turn around and show him. Wait, it's on your front.
Oh, it's on my front, is it? It's on my front.
The other ones, they make a central, isn't it? On the back.
Yeah.
Roy said that would be good.
You're welcome anytime, Roy. Like I say, we'll try and arrange a time and get Barry from Barry's Creations around as well, because Barry lives just up the road.
Adrian Olsen is on from Woodturning. Afternoon, everyone. Apologies for lateness. Doesn't matter. It's nice to see you over.
Hi, mate. How you doing?
Joining in the chat.
Right, so that is just a basic bowl. Back to basics. Just a bit of basic turning. The only tools I used was a 3/8 bowl gouge, the parton tool, and a negative rate scraper. 3 tools. That's all I used just to turn that. So you don't need a massive arsenal of tools to turn a basic bowl. To be honest, most of the time, all I use are those 3 tools for most of the stuff that I do. Obviously, other than that, I maybe use a small spindle gouge. But as you can see, a really nice finish. A really nice finish just by using the high gloss wax. And look at the chatoyance.
Shatoing.
In that lovely, it's absolutely beautiful piece of wood. That it's really nice.
Can I ask why you got a tennis ball in here?
Yeah, for when I'm making goblets. Right, so let's get that out.
Andy H said, "Very nice finish, Steve. Well done."
Thank you very much, sir. Chucky, looking for Chucky.
It's on the wall where it says Chucky.
Yeah, I know. I just realised that.
Ah, you idiot.
Right, so there. Oh, wrong camera. So there you go. Actually, let's put it on top camera. So there you go. Nice little bowl. It's about 10 mil thick, maybe a little bit more, but it's equal all the way through. Feel it equal virtual all the way through.
Terry
Water's in
said,
the bottom.
"Excellent finish, Steve."
Thank you.
Trevor P, "Great finish, Steve. Well done." Darren, "Very nice, mate." Adrian, "Looking good, Steve." That does look very, very shiny.
It's very shiny.
Give yourself a shiny.
You can still see, because obviously it's a hardwood, so you can just see where the grain is in it. But obviously, the more layers of wax you put on it, the better the finish you could get. But I've only put 3. But what Martin does on some of his is here we'll put a coat of they put a layer of wax over it. Then they got a hot air gun just to melt it so it soaks into the wood a bit deeper. We've put in Hampshire sheen. We've put in the microfine Yorkshire grit over the top of it. Obviously, we've already sealed the grain by putting the wax over it. So
just turn it over so I can see the bottom.
So yeah, we've obviously sealed the grain. But like I say, you could get a hot air gun and just go over it gently. Not hot, just warm, just to melt that wax so it soaks into the wood and then gradually build up those layers to give you a better shine. But like I say, go over to Martin's website. Martin has got tutorials on every single product that he produces, and it's worth a watch. I quite often go back and just refresh yourself on stuff that you know you don't use very often. And,
right. Go on, quickly.
and obviously, it just proves with the more coats you put on, the better finish you can get.
So comments. Colin said, "Gorgeous chatoyant, Steve."
Thank you.
Copper Owl, "Beautiful, Steve." Doug, "Looks great, Steve." Barry Wood Creations, "Very nice, Steve. Great demo." Amy, "Awesome." Tim Saul is on. Hello. It says,
Hi, Tim.
"Excellent finish." Tier M's said, "Awesome, Steve." Chris Dodd said, "Steve, that's better than basic. Good job." Alf Key, "Nice one, Steve." Jixie Sheds on said, "Hi, everyone. Been listening but not been able to chat. Nice to
Hi,
see
mate.
you anyway." And he said, "Looks great, Steve." Robert Dolman, "Nice finish and nice small bowl, Steve."
Thank you.
Boom, boom, boom. Trevor Reed, "Really nice job, Steve. I feel the urge to make a mess in my little workshop now." William Rose, "That's really shiny." Andy H has got to go. Off. See you later, mate.
See you later, Andy.
And Tim's apologised for joining late.
Don't
Darren said, "Stay
apologise.
safe and keep well, everyone. Look out for each other." Yeah. Too right. Lawrence said, "Well done. Thanks for sharing, and thanks to Nikki for the opportunity you gave to the woodturner, Steve." Colin's got a question. "Got this citrus burnishing oil. Would that give a similar shine?"
No, the burnishing oil is for matte finish. Colin, if you look at the instructions on the back, I'm sure this is the one you've got. This is the burnishing oil. I'm sure this is for a matte finish only. Yeah, look, silky smooth satin finish. So it's not going to give you a high gloss finish like that. If you want a high gloss finish like that, you're going to have to use a wax, mate. But like I say, there are other manufacturers on there. Chestnut Products do a microcrystalline and the Wood Wax 22. I personally use Hampshire Sheen mostly because that's what I've always used. I have got the Chestnut, but I don't very often use them.
Is it the finishing one you're on about for Martin?
What's that?
The finishing course.
Yeah, that's finished now. There's no more subscriptions to that.
Oh, so it's not that then.
And no. He's got tutorials on his website. And also on his YouTube channel, there are tutorials for every single product that Martin produces. So if you want to learn a bit more about the waxes, then go over and check over on his on the wood. I think it's the wood shop. Is it the wood shop? His shop?
Yeah.
The wood shop website, and also on Martin's YouTube channel. So there's plenty of, but the instructions are, all the instructions are on the tins. So, but it's again just building up those layers gradually, and you can do exactly the same principle with the friction polish from Chestnut. You gradually build up those layers, and any of the other polishes. The deeper the shine you want, it's just patience. You just got to spend a little bit of time building those layers up to create your shine. Exactly the same principle is whether you're waxing or lacquering. But obviously with waxing, it's a little bit quicker because you're not waiting for that drying off time in between coats like you are with a lacquer. So,
right, so I've just put the link in again for Brian's live tomorrow at 8 o'clock. And I will just put the one in again for Terry, who is doing a live tomorrow at 1 p.m. Something for Christmas, he says.
something for Christmas.
Bit early.
It's keen, isn't he? So,
how's the
nice and shiny.
witches coming on?
I've had a few entries. I've had Terry's, I had Brian's, I had Mark's, 2 from Mark. Mark's added 2, which is quite interesting. I've had Sid Franklin. I can't remember. There's quite a few.
Boys the boy put more tabs for me, Nikki. Those 2 that the last 2 I've just put in is the link for Terry's live tomorrow at 1 p.m.
Yep.
And the first one was Brian's live tomorrow night at 8 o'clock.
Yep. So yeah, so I've done there's quite a few entries. Obviously, you got till next Saturday to get them in. So anybody who's got some pictures for the Witch Week, hashtag Witch Week, which we did last Sunday, do you want to chuck the link in for last Sunday's live, Nick, please? If you want to do the Witch, if you want to take part in hashtag Witch Week, then go back and check out last Sunday's live. I turned this witch, which is a bit dusty, this witch with my dangly legs. So that is on there, and also it's on there how to send me pictures. Well, actually, I'll just tell you. Send them to me, email them to me at skkrafts@btinternet.com, all lowercase, or send them to me via Messenger, via Facebook Messenger. That will then what I'll do. If you can get them to me by next Saturday, then I will get a collaboration together or a small video together and show everybody what everybody's creating there. And it's all about your interpretation of a witch. Wayne the Woodturner sent me a bowl with a witch picture on it, which was quite interesting. Like I said, again, it's all about your interpretation of a witch. So look forward to seeing them. Get them over to me by next Saturday, and then I will add them to the collaboration.
Right. Barry's Wood Creation said, Steve will message you regarding popping over to see the new setup.
Okay, mate, not a problem.
And like I say, we'll sort something out with Roy as well.
Yep.
William Rose said you can see your face in that. Then after that, I've put the link in for Steve's channel for last week when he done the witch.
Yep.
You've also got, Terry said, great live, Steve, Nikki. Dave Gatton said, well done, Steve, beautiful bowl.
Thank you very much.
Brian said, thanks for sharing, and shout out Nikki and Steve. Appreciate that.
That's not a problem. I think we're there, are we?
Mark said, hashtag Witch Week. TRM's Turners, thanks for the live, Steve. Due to work schedules and time differences, it's quite difficult times to catch the live for a change.
No, it's nice to see you in here, Sean. Nice to see you in there, mate.
Brian said he did it again. What that means?
Don't know. Right. So I think we'll go then.
Well, it was nice to have a chat with everybody, and
we'll see you. What's on to? I don't know if Wayne's got a premiere tonight. I know Wayne the Woodturner sometimes has a premiere on a Sunday night. I'm not sure if he's got a premiere tonight. But obviously JP will have. So then we've got obviously Terry tomorrow lunchtime, Brian tomorrow night. I don't know who's on after that because I can't keep up because some people keep changing their lives.
Wayne's on tonight.
Right, there you go.
At 9:15, he is rough turning a monkey puzzle bowl.
There you go.
I'll put the link in for his as well.
So if you don't follow anybody in the chat, please show your support by going over and subscribe, or actually, no, don't. I'm not going to tell you to go over and check out their content. And if you like what you see, then please subscribe, like, and share their channel. Let's see if we can help everybody by promoting everybody else's channel. If every single person promotes 2 channels, then that could potentially give somebody a better chance on the YouTube world. So go over and check some people's channels. Like I say, if you like what you see on their channel, then please sub to it and share it. If you don't like what you see, then send the maker or the content creator a little message just saying why you don't like their content, to give the maker a little bit of an insight to what they can do to improve their channel and maybe increase their viewing counts and everything
Instead of
else.
just sticking a thumbs down.
Yeah. Rather than just putting a thumbs down, actually message the creator and say, look, mate, I like your creative mind, but there's this or this or this. Just give the creator a little bit of insight why you don't like their channel, rather than just smashing in there a thumbs down, because that doesn't tell us anything. And as a YouTube creator, we're always trying to improve our channel to make it more entertaining for people who watch. And without that positive feedback, you might feel that you're being nasty and that's just negativity. Within reason, it is negativity, but some negativity is good because that helps us as a maker to improve and become better at what we're doing. So just bear that in mind rather than just smashing that thumbs down. And I'll be honest, I've never ever hit a thumbs down. I'd rather message the maker and just say, look, mate, I don't agree with this or whatever. But it's not, it's negative, but it's positive negative, as that makes sense. But it's always helpful to know what people are thinking. So with that,
Mark said, well said, Steve, a bit of YouTube equity goes a long way. Everyone's totally agreed.
It does, and it's about helping each other. We're all a community. You mean there's a lot of people out there who watch each other's channels who are not subscribed. You mean I'm the worst culprit. I'll watch a channel, I'll watch a video, and I'll watch it, and I think, God, that's a really good video. I'll come out, I'll go on to the next one, and then I think, oh, I didn't subscribe to those. So I'm the worst culprit. So I will. I'm gonna now start subscribing to every. You mean I'm watching a lot of videos at the moment about 3D printing upgrades. So I've watched 3 guys lately who have given me a lot of insight, who I've subscribed to. But there's one guy who I watched. I just sent him a little bit. I mean, the video was great. It just there was some of the ways it was filmed was hard to see what he was doing. So, but like I say, it's negative but positive feedback. So anyway, help each other. You know, at the end of the day, we're all in the same boat. Let's get out there and help each other. I think I've lectured you enough now. Let's get on with it. Right. So, quick show, quickly. Nice shiny bowl, piece of sapele, like Terry said. I do apologise. I'm not the greatest person for wood, but obviously Terry knows. So, piece of sapele, nice little bowl. Actually, what size did it end up? Tape. Oh no, where's my tape gone?
I wouldn't hear if you want it. I can't bring it to you because I'm attached.
Thank you. Right, so ended up being 170 mil across, or just around about 6 3/4 inches, by 65 mil, or just under 2.5 inches. So a nice little bowl, about 10 mil thick. So nice little bowl, just chuck on the side. So with that, have a great week. Thank you very much for coming over. Really do appreciate your support as always. And myself and Nick will be here next Sunday to have another lovely chat with you lovely people. So from me, goodbye. From Nick,
Goodbye. Take care. Keep safe.
And we'll see you guys. I've got to move this camera because I've got to dodge over here now with the stream deck. So anyway, take care, guys. Have a great week. Speak to you soon. And bye for now. Bye-bye.
Bye.
That's all, folks.